go over here. And then we return to glorious days of running around and doing things. We need it first and foremost. We'll have to do and deal with Turn's child, or alleged child, because we actually don't know if he has a child yet. We do know that he managed to most successfully impregnate a woman, and then run out of her. To be fair, his intentions were pure. Yes, very pure, but his execution had some leaves room for improvement, let's say. Alright, time to go to Walking's Promenade. Because as you might remember, there is somewhere around here, around there, you know, his former home. Should tell you all you need to know about this, and I think there's also, yeah, Phoenicia's home. These two homes are involved in this particular quest. And actually one of the more completed companion quests, because some of the quests do leave pretty open-ended. Like the one with Jan Jansen and the one with Narnia. Narnia's in particular, where the bad guy is screaming like, this is not the end of it. And I'll come back to bite you in the ass because he can't. And there are mods that deal with that expand upon this quite a bit. Alright, Papa Marvin, yeah, I need to get your boots out. Hey, you ain't no city guard, push off. Here's my squad, get your own. What, my friend, but it is my home, and it is you who intrude. But it was my home. The winds of nature did take my sails. I had to follow the... this is you tell the truth if you're gonna talk. I know you ain't the owner. Couldn't show his face here. I mean, his wife, they say. Yes, well, sure he had his reasons. Often it is best to obey the duties of your calling and serve the greater. Maybe use him. You talk like him. He had a lot of reasons to, and I mean, a load. You know, when she hooked up with that bastard when old Nature Boy left. She, where's this she? A good question, isn't it? Where's the lady of the house gone? Oh yeah, I just know she took her little on and went looking where she could for help. Get lost, Nature Boy. No sympathy from me. Please, good sir, I must know where she has gone. Must, for all the people. Is it you that should know? I know you got to ask the gutter boy. And say you said one. It was Phoenicia. Maybe she pity you too. Phoenicia, she was a serving girl. I was going to ask about her as well. I bet you were. Well, she's turned nanny now. Ain't got up the steps. Don't think she be sympathetic though. I mean to take Nature Boy's place. Needn't continue to chastise. I have learned my humble position and I shall walk with due care. The ground squirrel must scurry amidst the feet of... Yamma. Say that for someone who cares. To be fair, he's making a good point there, you know. Can you imagine how fucking preachy and annoying a druid would be to have around? Every second sentence he would be like, just like the groundhog's majestic figure. Just sitting there like, bitch, please, I don't fucking care about your groundhogs and your fetish for animals. I just want some peace and quiet. I'm going for you regardless, farewell. Thanks, Gav. Send it to me, kids. And those were mine, huh? Those people really sting. Pretty harshly.
Well, that was unpleasant.
Yes, it was.
I guess I should expect more of the same to come. As the trees are buffeted
See?
and snapped in the face of the gale, I shall be as the bamboo and flex.
Having it rolled around like this, I mean, look, Jaheira is already annoying enough with most of her nature stuff, yes, but she's at least not doing it every last single fucking second sentence that comes out of her mouth. Oh, that's she. Yes, and however, he's very much involved in the whole, let me make a lot of metaphors that are all somewhat down to nature. It's like, yes, that's nice, but, you know, you're not just your profession. You could also maybe potentially just, adopt a proper way. But alas. The good thing is, during this particular question, he is going to get shit upon most profoundly most of the time, because, well, nobody likes him. What he has potentially done. But he's our companion, and I'm not gonna shit on him overly much. Fearless parables, perhaps? Yeah. I mean, it's part of his nature, you know? We're not gonna blame him for it. You'll need it if you wish a second chance from these people. You're right, I'm deserving of their scorn. I hope my wife Galia is forgiving. I thought we had an understanding. Come. I hope she put up the stairs. Yeah, that's gonna work splendidly, isn't it? Which one is it? This one? Yeah. Of course, the neighbors are going to be very nice and going to talk to him very much. I mean, foodstuffs are of a real interest. They're kind of required to keep alive.
Ah, Phoenicia. You are as I remember you. You look unsure.
Mm-hmm.
It is CERN, your former employer. I hope you recall.
I'm unsure because you're probably as I remember you as well. A scared little man that runs out on those that need him most. I have nothing to say to you. Anicia, please. I've come to speak with Galia. Is she here? The old home is deserted. She's dead, Sergeant. Kinda figured. You needn't worry about her getting in the way of your duty anymore. She's dead. Dead? Here got all. Anicia, what happened? Tell me. I said I had nothing to say to you. Get out.
If that's what you want, I'm ready. Whatever you desire.
Now, bitch.
No.
Talk.
Oh, it's been a tough year.
You should choose better company. That one ain't right. Running out on a woman like that. Oh, is it on view of it? She claims it was for the best and that it was a mutual decision. Yes, well, he would, wouldn't he? It doesn't matter, really. Done is done, and there's not a damn thing he can do out to make it better. Tell you what happened to the best of my knowledge, which will certainly be better than his recollection, I'm sure. That's basically the basic bitch of you now. She's not going to talk with him around, but, you know, if you're alone, you're ready to give you a few details. He left because he was afraid of sitting down and leaving his blessed nature. Nelly went along with their breakup so she wouldn't hold him back. Doesn't matter because their deal was broken when she found out she was pregnant, so they took comfort where she could. A local noble named Daryl. On one hand, I can see where she would come up with that idea. Like, listen, I'm with child, I have no one to provide for me, I kinda need some months. Understandable. The money's are tight, he says, yes, but, you know, most of the times these stories end rather badly. A fine man to look at, but cold in the eyes. Treated her bad, rather obviously. Didn't get any better when she gave birth. Got worse to tell the truth. Yeah, I can kinda see that happening. Ellie died a few months ago. I ain't saying nothing. That didn't seem natural. No fuss made. Nell's got a wallet for the guard, if you get my drift. Galia's son, is with Daryl now. I doubt the boy will be in unthinking loud. If not from the family line, then from example. Right, he starts out bad. Not gonna get better. Oh. You let this all happen. I thought you were teacher's nanny. What could I do? A blood relation might have some call to it, but with its mother dead and its father a coward, who will stand? Me? You? I mean, I can, yeah. If he wants to make amends, Daryl's at his home, the southernmost mansion in the government district. Too late, though. Damage was done 2 years ago. Yeah. I think this is indeed the end result of a bit of a problematic situation. Basically, they probably did leave on amicable terms, mind you. The problem is, Surt, of course, did not think about leaving his new address behind, so that his former wife could contact him and telling him, hey, listen, we kinda need to overthink this whole deal we've got going, because, well, things have changed now, didn't they? And as such, she then, in desperation, decided that I do need someone to take care of me, because, you know, child support is not gonna come. Because she turns to Noble, and the Noble was like, Took one look, took another look, looked a bit up, looked a bit down, and went like, okay, can't fuck this. Decided to fuck it, and went like, okay, you are basically my comrade now, so, I'm not gonna treat you well now, am I?
What do you like?
Which is precisely what had happened, and then she died. Nobody was surprised. Now where is your estate? Still in Daryl, there it is. It is a bit of a sad story. Of misunderstandings and miscommunications, mostly. Now, I do get why, from the neighbor's point of view, this is basically just Son being a bad father and running out on his pregnant wife. Although I don't believe that's actually what happened, mind you. I do believe that Son actually did leave in, as I said, amicable terms here. It wasn't just, you know, running away from his responsibilities. However, sometimes consequences of actions are outside of our purview, and we're not able to foresee them happening. I see you, that special eyes just for the likes of you. Well, you ain't got business here. I should say I do. I'll speak with your master Daryl. Do be quick about getting him, will you? He don't speak to no one, you will leave. As the simple rust must curse the flower to release its nectar. So will I rip your throat from its moorings and drain your lifeblood if I do not see Daryl and my child. Understand? Only sure, don't like his I guess. He doesn't like to be disturbed, but I will tell him you are here. Maybe you're just late for the party or whatever. Good man, good man. Golem. You go on and get him. It was quite the outburst. Let's get it in you. Less insane, please. Not time to develop a spine. Quite the opposite. I didn't think you had it in you. It's not so much in me as in a puddle around me. I scared myself I did. It worked though. Let's see what our friend brings back with him. Boop, boop, boop. Goes over to my stack. Well,
Who disturbs? I have guests
Ah,
and
yeah.
will not tolerate interruptions.
Blood should have known this. I disturb. I would have words with you. Who might you be? There's nothing about your eyes that I recognize. Who are you? I am called Surt. We have business to discuss. Well, I know that name. I know those that knew you called you several others. By their description, I would have not expected you to ever return. Well, it is here. I am here, and we have matters that we must discuss. I think not. I'm done with you and your kin. What does you think we must speak of? I'm sure we'll find your answer amusing. My wife and her death, my child and his life. Two very important points, actually. She's long gone. I've been ignoring her while she was still here. Why can't you release yourself after years? Must you learn to control yourself? As for the boy, it must be why I recognize your eyes. He's never known you. What claim have you to him? Do you even know of his name? No, you do not. And that's an unfair question to ask, you bitch. No one has told you, and you have not been here. What claim have you? I'm the child's father and rightful guardian. It's one of these very... It kind of depends. Purely speaking, yes, he has any right to call himself the father and guardian, because, well, by blood he is. Realistically speaking, if the other party would be an upstanding person, which the other party is most definitely not, I would also let them claim that, yeah, I've raised the boy for quite a while. Actually, I fucking named the boy, so I do have a certain claim to that, don't I? I will back you if you threaten him. Accuse him of the murder of Galia. If you threaten to bring the guards into it, he may relinquish the charge. I'm the child's father, and I make a claim that you murdered your mother. Galia died in your care, and the guards of the city will... I'm by the guards when I need to. Besides, how sure are you? Perhaps she took her own life, pining for your return, weeping over your picture. Shut up. Crying for the day her brave servant would return and take her away. Shut up! As you could take it no more, and whispering your name, snipped a hemlock-laced wine, ending her torture. Maybe I pushed it down the stairs. Take your pick. He's such an asshole. It's kind of like, maybe it's not my fault, Maybe she just, went into the ever-spinning sorrow and sorrow and sorrow and then just killed herself one day because she couldn't take it any longer. Well, alternatively, I pushed it down the stairs because I was getting sick of her. How dare your eyes, Sir Raven? Where is your servant? Let's get him. Only for you to find a non-violent solution. But now I have entertainment for my guests. Come to my side, my comrades. Enjoy the spectacle. Attack! Attack! All is proven weak and undeserving. I give you your lives for this knowledge. Be gone, the way is unbarred. Take the muling well with you as well. Sentimental weakening. Consistency is key. Consistency is indeed key. I'm not gonna call it an addiction just yet, but we are getting there. To put it mildly. But hey, welcome once again. Welcome back to more Baldur's Gate. We just had a nice little talk about, parenthood and why it's so fucking important to live on amicable terms and shit like that. Very important. Who's consistent has a pipe to some speaks with a German accent.
I must take him to
Well,
a safe place.
I mean,
I will go to the Druid Grove. Perhaps you will meet me there. Once he is established
it
in my
could
care,
be me.
I might travel again.
Actually, now that is very, very specific. Yeah. There are a lot of people who are consistent, there are a lot of people who have two thumbs, and there's a lot of people who have a German accent. But a lot less people that have all of that and a pipe. God bless that. I do love my little pipe. I gave up cigarettes long ago, but I will never give up my pipe. That is something I have had on multiple occasions, and I stand by it. Right. How are you on this one morning, little Errol? You feeling good? You doing good? Having fun? Oh. And now you're gonna... fair enough, yeah. Consistency has become rather rare. Most people are a lot more flippant. And yeah, it's kind of the point, you know. I do rather like to be a rather diverse person when it comes to the interests and playtime. The exception is, of course, Baldur's Gate and stuff like that, because this stuff really gets me going, and once I get going, I just don't fucking stop. I think it's 5 days now that I've promised I'm gonna play something else. And every single time when I start setting everything up, you know, I set all my things up, you know, rearrange the microphone so it sits in the roughly same position that it usually does. And I look at my games list and I'm like, there's so many great games I want to play. I want to play some more Manor Lords, I want to play some more Neverwinter Nights. And then my little mouse hovers over the button for Baldur's Gate, and I just can't resist clicking it. The only game I can play for 16 hours and not get bored. Yeah. Actually, the first stream we did of Baldur's Gate 1, 2021, 2022, somewhere around that time frame. I was like, okay, people, listen. We're gonna do a 1 hour little thing. I wanna give you a bit of a nostalgia view, and we played for like fucking 5 hours straight, and I was like, shit. It's starting again, isn't it? But these are really great games, honestly. And this will not be the last playthrough we do of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, mind you. There will be time we come back to this, obviously. And the next time, I do want to play a bit around with some mods. You know, doing the what I originally did for Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 a long time ago with the original games, the big world adventure, putting every Baldur's Gate into one giant game, basically, making one giant session out of it. It's amazing. It's fun. And of course, I know extending a bit on the character quests and shit like that, because stuff like Nalia's quest, for example, you can tell there should be more. Because the evil guy leaves and goes like, this is not over yet, and there's at least nothing more. But we need more, obviously. Just didn't know his name. I never even knew. Well, that's not necessarily how that works, but okay. His mother's middle name. As far as she's all, I hope he remembers. A fine name. Arsdale. I'm pretty sure there is options for that with the enhanced edition as well. I haven't really looked into it yet, because honestly, even after all the time, I usually come back to vanilla Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. But what I also want to do, because that's actually one game I never really played through to completion, for different reasons, mostly because either time restraints or something else was around, is I'm going to take a bit of a more intense look at Icewind Dale. I know it's a very different beast than Baldur's Gate is. Very different. Because I've played, like, I think until the first village, you know, the one with the giant tree in it. And I never really got much further than that. But I do want to give it a, you know, at least a proper look once. So there's that as well, in the same vein, of course, as these games, at least time-wise. So, you have named your child, well, Ars, that's good. Now, you wouldn't mind me taking a look around here. Actually, there is one... one problem we will have, companion-wise, is actually aren't that many good proper thieves in Baldur's Gate 2. They're all fucking newly classed, like the little bitches they are.
I'm waiting.
Vivian, do you really need more than 7? Was it 7? Is there more than a level 7 thief? I think she is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Level 7 thief, and then she started this journey towards mage. Which kind of leaves me without any... I do like to have pure classes, basically, and I've always been quite a bit of a fan of that, mind you. So it's kind of Kinda strange. The same actually with bards. We don't actually have good options for bards. We have Herdalis, but he's a blade. That means he's never gonna be a perfect bard doing bard things. More like a sub-fighter, I suppose. That's kinda sad, you know, that's kinda sad. Of course, I will not engage the
Whatever you desire.
added-on characters, because honestly, I did, when the Enhanced Edition originally came out, I did play with the new characters. Actually, went through the trouble of going through the whole of the Nira romance just to see what it has to offer, and honestly, how to put this mildly, the characters feel really shallow to some degree. Take Hexat, for example. The Hexat quest line, quote-unquote, the character feels just cringy, honestly. I'm not saying that Baldur's Gate originally didn't have any cringy moments, mind you, and they absolutely did. But, some of the shit. Man. Yeah, I don't want to engage with that. It just doesn't feel good. Especially Hexat. That's the one reason why, you know, whenever I see her sitting in the copper coronet, my first instinct is to go like, I mean, I could ram a stake right through her fucking heart. Done with it. Yeah, did you get Bell? What? Did I get what? Bell? Are you shortening a word and I'm just not getting it, or have I forgotten something? Please explain it, Rachel. Explain. And there's stuff like Dawn, who's like, yay, I'm a fucking harper, I'm an evil look, I'm the black card, very original, So the fact that he basically has no bonus weapon. Is it? I would actually have to look this up because I don't remember off the top of my head, but I will have to in my defense, mind you, I'm very bad with names. Basically the only weapon name I can remember is the, with certainty, is the Holy Avenger. That is just such a great name. Here's an edge of the map inside the tower. This one? In this map? Or are we talking about... Let's not forget here, I'm basically seeing your chat always with a bit of a delay, so... this map? If it's there, then I either got it and put it somewhere, or not. Oh, I'm just trying to recollect my little turns. Are you talking about the building where the Rakshasa is? The one that we already killed, mind you.
My business here
Which
is
is maybe,
done. My child shall be raised by the druids of this place until
Yay.
such a time as he can choose for himself what he wishes to do. And I can return to see him whenever I wish.
I will point out that this is a very egoistical choice by CERN, mind you. On one hand, he's had not many choices, because he does need somebody who takes care of his child, and he's obviously not going to do it himself. Because, well, you know, he kind of has his duties and shit, and he's not going to, you know, just screw it over. On the other hand, he's kind of setting the child up for a very specific path here. Because if it gets raised by the druids, with all of the nature is great nonsense, the child is not gonna come up and go like, I want to be a city dweller now, will it be? More likely than not, it will come up to be another druid. Oh well, there's a tower. We will take a look. We'll take a look immediately. Because as I said, you know, it's not like I remember every last little detail, and it has been a while since I played through Baldur's Gate 2, so especially because I'm not a fan of looking things up, so it's not like I have, you know, a tab open where the map is and all the items on it, because I kind of like to keep things a bit fresh, at least. We'll be able to travel with you. Shall we continue? Yeah, certainly. Join us. We'll take him with us for the moment, and I think we at this point have pretty much all the companions, apart from... what's his name? Valiga? I want to say Valiga, but I'm not too sure if that's his name. Something with V to start with, I know that much, and oh wow, this one is the tower you're talking about. Next to the building there's a tower. Yeah, there's this little tower here. I think we can only really approach that from the backside, can we? Or can we go through here? No, we can. Who else? Muzzy is also missing, and both are in the Uma Hills, if memory serves. Yeah, they are. Anything here? Actually, before I continue looking around, let me actually check out what the fucking name of that guy was, because that's now bothering me like hell. Like, okay, what was your name, little companion? Come here, little companion, is because I do have a list of the companions up, which I'm going to, you know, politely ignore some things, because that's just how I am. Are you Val? Where are you? How the fuck do I write your name? Ah, Valiga. Okay, that's good. Apparently, yeah, Valiga was his name, and Muzzy we're missing. And apart from that, we are not actually missing anything else, I suppose. Just, yeah, as far as I'm concerned. Pretty good deal. Pretty good deal indeed. Okay, now back to this. Let's see here. For me to get there being done here? Is there an entrance or something? Well, it can't come from there, rather obviously. What the fuck? How the fuck? Wait, is there no way to go there? Is there from inside? Shouldn't be. Let me exit here. Did I ever open this chest? Pretty sure I did. Well, but apparently I didn't take anything out. That's interesting. Oh, yeah, I still have the mantle of Joaquin from our little adventure in Trade Meat. Yeah, it's identify those really quickly. Why do I have so many? Can I not give you that? What's that? Alright, we took from someone. Give those down there. Okay, we're running into any more trolls. And take a look, is there an exit here now? I'm confused now. I think I remember there was something there. We're just not getting it. My confusion great. Do you smoke weed? I mean, you know, I was a young one once as well. I'm not saying I wasn't experimental once in a while. But it's been decades. Quite literally, since I did that. Okay, this is getting rather annoying. Isn't anything here that would make me... Okay, let me look this up real quickly. I'm getting concerned that I'm overlooking something. Root growth. I can just go to Current, go to West, go to Root growth. Root growth loads. Yeah, I have in the past enjoyed a bit of a smoke of a very special kind once in a while. How the times have changed. Now then. Okay, it's supposed to be a road building. Am I just stupid? That's always an option. I mean, I'm not going to deny that that is an option. Let's see here. Yeah, I was about to say. If I don't misremember, no. We do need to have the limited wish quest for that, don't we? I was about to say. Not like I'm misremembering, it's just that we can't get it. That would explain my confusion. I was quite pretty sure we haven't started that yet. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Because I usually do things in the very same order as I always do them, so it's kinda ends up being we can just leave like this? No? Okay. Fair enough game. Fair enough game. Okay. Basically, I have a very strict order in which I go through the areas usually. Which leads to the simple fact that I have at specific times specific quests that I go through. Basically. That explains why we can't do this just yet. Now, is it? So I'm pretty sure, if it's the weapon I think of, that's a skirmisher, isn't it? Pretty good one, because that gives you extra attack round. Was it? Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong weapon, to be fair. Is that, the only weapon I always remember just by name is the Holy Avenger, just because it's such a fucking, on one hand a very cringy name, but it is such a nice, it just fits. Holy Avenger! Actually, one weapon that has been,
that over there.
it does have its comeback in most games. So okay, so we did this nonsense. I'm just happy that I'm done with it because I don't want to engage with that any longer. What about Celestial Fury? I do remember that title. That's just, those are names that really stick with me for some reason. Other names, it's just like but then again, this is generally speaking, I have a problem. But this is also a problem I have with people and other things. That's like I'm really more of a face person, I suppose. But the good thing about having a chat is, of course, that I can just, I can read your name and go like, look, Celestial. And, that helps. So what's next on the agenda? We've probably potentially are going to... what's the next for the stronghold, the warrior stronghold? Oh god, that's a long while ago. We dealt with the priest. I think next should be the guy trying to take the keep from me, shouldn't it be? But that's triggering by a messenger, if memory serves. But it should have triggered at this point. We do a bit of traveling, basically, from here to here, to spend some time and see if it gets triggered. And then next we're probably going to go into the Uma Hills and pick up more companions, meaning we're going to go... actually, can I have Son wait in the Copper Coronet? Maybe I can. Maybe I can. If I tell him to wait where I leave him. Because otherwise I think he's going to wait at the Druid Grove. I might want to leave him at the Druid Grove. I mean, he can interact with his child a little bit. It seems a bit more reasonable. Next we go to the Uma Hills and pick up Valigar and then Muzzy. Valigar is involved in the whole swear quest.
How long do you intend to crack your whip on my back?
And does Muzzy have a quest as well? Never really played much with her, honestly. I always had somebody else around, so it's I'm not too sure.
Of course.
Actually, we might have that quest might potentially the stronghold quest that is might actually have borked out, because there's actually an option. Or what can happen is that since it requires a messenger to talk to you, and the messenger spawns when you go into a map. If you go into a map and you leave quick enough, a messenger can't reach you. You can actually bork your quest out, and then you can never continue. A bit sad. I don't know, you mean the Infinity Engine has its advantages, but it's not a perfect system, to put it mildly. He's also saying, do you have anything I want you to give me back? No, I never bothered equipping you much. I'm not looking forward to, because at the end of this whole side quest adventuring we are doing is gonna be the involvement with the fucking vampires, and I'm not looking forward to that at all. Reform more party. Third, wait here.
Do we flower anew, or is the fall upon us?
We split up for now. I shall return to the Druid Grove and do nature's work from there. That is where it'll be if you wish to fight me. Ah, okay, fair enough. Go back there and... I was thinking about letting him stay here, but honestly, he should spend some time with his child for once. Hasn't really done a good job at that until now. Now we sleep, and we'll travel a few times and see if we can trigger the quest. And if not, how do I fucking... I do know there's a way to fix it. Basically, by using the console, you can spawn the fucking messenger in and get it done and over with.
Nothing to it.
How did you do that in Baldur's Gate? I don't remember, honestly. I know there's a way for doing it. Guess it's gonna end up being a, a bit more of a technical stream than I had originally.
What do they say about daylight and thieves? Oil and water?
Which is a pretty fair point. Yeah, Yoshimo. I do like Yoshimo, to be fair. I'm not gonna deny that.
Whatever you want.
As an unsanctioned use of magical energy. It's not any longer an unsanctioned use, mind you. I have a permit by the fucking mages. It costs me a lot of money, so screw you. It's not unsanctioned. Not any longer. I really don't like this, It's... Oh yeah, right, I forgot. We murdered everyone that was involved here for some mystical reason. Which means this is... And this was from one of the characters that was here, and I don't think we're gonna need it at any point. I have a distinct feeling. Actually, I do have the Elven Chainmail now, don't I? Spellcasting is not disabled. It's precisely what I would like. Because equipment like that is basically the first step towards becoming a proper fighter mage. Which, you can do in multiple interesting ways. You can use it, as is the most obvious, by basically using your mage spells to buff yourself. But it also means that we can now do some fuckery with cloud kill spells. Sure, some people might look at it and go like, that's cheesy as fuck, but yeah, it gets the job done. How many days is it usually? I think it's around 7 days until the next part starts, isn't it? And it's 3 days.
If that's what you want.
I don't remember, I don't actually remember how far away the messenger spawns. Should be just outside of my purview usually. And that's
Tell me all about it.
3 days. And of course some of these assholes just spawn in the fucking city, so that's also something to consider. Problem is if not. If we work this, I mean at this point it wouldn't actually be our fault, and I'm willing to intercede on our behalf in this particular case. I just need to remember how to actually do that, which is gonna be a pain to find out. Okay, over here?
Very well.
Well, we'll find out one way or another, as is usual. As usual indeed.
Whatever you want.
I'm pretty sure at this point it should be triggering. It's been a while since we did the last one, isn't it? Okay, that is done. Oh yeah, we should actually talk to him and tell him like, listen, we solved the problem. Isn't there a quest for that? Collect fee... Ruling Danny's lands. Day 36. Was when we started this. It doesn't really keep track, does it now? That's rather saddening. Because I would actually rather like it if it kept track of the things we did recently.
Of course.
Yeah, look, another time gold is placed in your keep, which means we have actually spent a whole 7 days traveling and we haven't really spawned it, which means that, yeah, we have actually managed to bugoo that. It's not good. However, that is solvable. I do remember that. Because I ran into this precise problem before, mind you.
That's what you want.
Okay, while we're here, we're quickly gonna tell our boy Theodus about our successful good deed of the day when we saved his lady friend. he was a bit too much of a bitch about it. But to be fair, I guess involving himself with a skin dancer is probably not something a normal peasant would consider. You know, fair enough. They really should have, done a bit more for me. Give me a bit more of an imposing presence as a statue. And then, where is the boy? I think a good question. Where is the fucking boy?
Well met and welcome.
And she was overjoyed. She told us everything that happened. You are Marvel, a true hero for saving them. Now they are to be married. What wonderful news. Thank you again, my lady. Can you express my gratitude enough for everything you have done here? Okay. Gives me a bit more extra reputation. How is my reputation? Average? That's good. I always like to keep my reputation on an average level. Not too good, not too bad, not too good, not too bad. And now I need to read up how to deal with that, which means we probably need to make a save game. There it is. This. Okay, now. Before I do now, that is doable. I just need to look this up. Aha. Yes. There is the console. Just like in Neverwinter Nights, when the item we were supposed to be having in inventory just randomly disappeared, we are once again going to try and save the day by being a bit cheesy about it. I don't think I need to add a line somewhere, don't I? There it is. Okay, so in order to do this, I probably have to reload this game, so I need to quit out for a bit. Let's wait until the game remembers. And there he is, the keep messenger. My lady, I found you, I have. But to come quickly, the Major Dome has sent for you to come. There's such Lord Ronald. Lord Ronald himself is waiting to see you. Just come quickly, my lady. Okay. Because of how this game sets this encounter up, you have a very good chance to actually miss this little cunt. She basically gets spawned in the map, outside of your view. And as I said, if you move into a map and go like shit, I traveled to the wrong direction and now I need to go somewhere else. If you leave without ever talking with him, you can break this quest relatively easily, to put it mildly. Back to our little keep and continue this. I remember this happening to me before. Not necessarily with just this quest. There are some quests that can be brooked like this. I mean, to be fair, there's another quest we have brooked, but we're not going to take care of that any longer because, well, fair enough. Those my own mistakes. I'm not gonna try to fix those.
Whatever you want.
But if it's not my fault, I am willing to go the extra mile, mind you. I think that is fair.
I serve this land regardless.
But you've come, lady. Lady Farrington Ronan himself has arrived to speak with you. He has been agitated by the wait and does not seem pleased. What he wants, he demanded to see you and no one else. I hope there will be no violence. No promises were made. Shall I show him in? Of course. Let's see what he has to say. Get him in small interrupted right away.
I'll heed no churlishness, peasant.
Right, let's make this quick, peasant. Nali Denise was betrothed to a Ronal by her father. Whether or not that wedding is going to happen, this land is ours by right. Now it's mine now. And is so long to decide for herself to just give the land away. Oh, she inherited the land, but the way it works, it's her land and she can do with whatever the fuck she wants. If she wants to give it away, it's her purview, to put it mildly. The irony is preposterous at the least. So, I'm going to be a gentleman and give you the choice to decide your fate for yourself. Give up this castle, you will never rule in the long run, at any rate. You have no noble blood. How do you think the noble blood came around? Those were adventurers at some point. And then they did great deals and, gotten some land for themselves and settled down. And that's how you create noble blood. What do you say, peasant? Fuck you and get off my fucking lawn. You're as stubborn and stupid as any other peasant. Very well, the next time I return, shall be with my army at my back. Yeah, I'm not afraid. We dealt with an army of trolls before. What do you have to offer? Some random cunts. I'm not afraid.
You return.
I had thought it would come to this. I've already taken the liberty of speaking to Captain Cernic, my lady. Cernic said he would do all he could to build your forces, but it is little else that can be done. Lord Ronald may be bluffing, but I'm not sure. We raid Captain Cernic sent scouts to the borders of your lands. We will know immediately if Lord Ronald moves. I will send word if it comes to that. Good key. Good point.
Greetings, Your Grace.
Nobody here to see me? No, my lady? Good. Okay. Was there any other part of this particular questline that can be burked? Ah, I should probably read up on that, shouldn't I?
If you intend to crack your whip on my back, I say we start.
Just in case, because I don't actually remember. Let's see here. Don't really think so. Basically, now from this point on, we can just do a bit of, back and forth traveling and see what's happening, basically.
Of course.
Because most of the next events are basically just requiring me to go inside and go like, hey, somebody here with a problem? It's like, okay. Should probably advance this particular questline for a little bit. Just to make sure we've done all set up. It also gives me a bit of time to think about how previous we're going to do it. And I guess after the next problem, we're going to take our first step into the Umar Hills. That sounds like a good plan. And see who we can pick up first. Yes, and our people, it's difficult to fit through the door. It is difficult indeed. Hello, Majordomo, it's me again.
Greetings, Your Grace.
Yep. No. Okay. Fair enough. I'll come back in a bit. Ah, then after that what? Yes, after that we're gonna do another of the keep quests. Part of the quest, basically. And then we're gonna pick up the other companion in the Umar Hills. What's left then? Not actually that much now that I think about it. I mean, this quest is then gonna be finished. I have yet to meet with Valen's mistress. Or speak to Galen again about his discount, but I'll do that later. Quick deal with Kengex, technically speaking. I don't really like dealing with Kengex because he's an asshole. Well, literally, we need to kill him twice.
Very well.
Already the sort of thing I find too enjoyable.
What do you like?
Put it mildly. I like mistresses. Who doesn't? So welcome, little Jax. But this time, you know, we have less in the way of mistresses and more of the... What actually would be the male form of that? Let I think about that. You know, we have a little fuckboy. That's gonna have to tide us over for the moment. He literally is a fuckboy at this point. I fucked him, at least twice. But you know, it's a start. Never thought I'd see the day where I actually do this particular romance, because I'm pretty sure I never romanced him. It was always kind of difficult, you know, being a man and such.
Greetings, Your Grace.
Small problem here to keep, one that I doubt that you would be aware of at all. Aha. So if you have met Chanel, can't say I have. She has been a maid here for most of her life. She was an orphan, and the Anise family took her in as a servant when she was young. This lady of the keep, you're technically her guardian. Nice. Didn't even know that. That would not be a problem. There are two men who desire her hand in marriage. It's up to you, my lady, to give her away and decide which of the men has your blessing for the marriage. Okay. Sure, we are going to decide who we are going to Kawabanga. Didn't he bring them all in? Well, we'll decide fairly and justly who we're gonna give this lady away to.
Regardless.
Okay. Even the Major Domo is like, why do I have to bother the lady with this sort of nonsense? Isn't it a bit too early for that? But I'm gonna use the moment to prepare another pipe. Because, well, you know. You never be too prepared, can you? Just like, hello. I'm Chanel, Zamite. You could explain to the lady exactly in your own words what the problem is. A very wise choice. Yeah, he has been courting you for some time. He's a ranger from the local forests, and Malvolio is a landowner from over in the Rhone lands. So he immediately is going to get rejected just from that. Just for that, I mean. Because we are not on good terms with the Rhone at all. But it was unlikely. Speaking of me, also, I can't say that I'm all that interested. Sounds like a pretty clear-cut scenario then. A man of affluence, my lady. I can care very well for Chanel's need, and she will have nothing to worry about for her future. Aha. The same cannot be said for this loud Yesup. He's a drunk and a fool. On top of that, he's a penniless pauper. I doubt he wishes to marry Chanel only to gain access to your coin. Maybe he just likes her, you know? Maybe. Maybe he's just horny. He wants to fuck her. I don't fucking know. But there I say that. I love Chanel. I've loved her far longer than you, and she doesn't even want you, you slobbering pig. Like Ninja Turtles. I did like the very old animated series of the Ninja Turtles. Yeah, that was cool. As for more modern interpretations of the Ninja Turtles, I can't say that I have found anything that was comparatively to that, to be fair. I can't really say that I found the live-action movies much pleasant. Just like, you know, when you are used to seeing something in a very specific form, like, you know, in the old comic style, animation style, then more modern interpretation usually falls somewhat short. But I have no need of a dowry from the lady here. In fact, I'm willing to offer 500 gold pieces as a gift to show how much I'm willing to take care of Chanel. That sounds nice, but it also sounds fucking desperate. Not marrying her only because of the dowry, but it would. It was promised by Lord Dionys to me, my lady. I don't expect you to keep this promise. And it feels like we should. Don't speak of pizza, you're making me fucking hungry now. Same strategy started like a fucking Netherlandian fries and shit, and you're sitting there like shit. Now I'm getting fucking hungry. Not a good start. Also, before we continue, that should work. Because I do love the little doom face that's just randomly popped up on my screen, going like, that's a doom face I haven't seen in a long while. From the good days of Doom. I'm hoping you would. It would make a world of difference to Yusuf and I. Okay, so the scenario seems rather clear. So the little Chanel here, you know, she really likes the pauper guy, and the pauper guy really likes the little Chanel, although he might have a motivation in the monetary sector as well. As for the merchant, she's like I need a new comrade, basically, and I can't afford one. Which, you know, is fair enough. Fair enough indeed. It was his promise, I believe, and by tradition it is the correct one. It is up to you, Manny. I mean, we are technically her guardian, so I guess we are reasonably expected to do this. No need. And besides, she would be miserable with the drunkard. Not a drunkard. Stop saying that. We do drink quite a lot. Okay, so she's... doesn't really seem like we have much of a right choice to make here now, is there? No, not said it. What about the, enough? The lady will decide the issue, indeed. I think no matter what you do, the only right choice here would actually be like, no, fuck that, you're gonna stay here. We're gonna keep you as our mate. We do need mates, after all. We should introduce some mate uniforms, mind you. But next time we're around here, it seems pleasant. I guess we should honor her wishes, even though her wishes are fucking stupid. Really stupid. But I guess it's a good way to appeal to the peasantry by going like, look, we listen to what you are saying, little peoples. Very much so. Sure, we're not gonna stand in the way of your heart. It's stupid, but it is the heart. Yes, well, you may marry Yesup if that is your wish. Thank you. Indeed. I'm grateful as well, my lady, but we'll need some kind of start. Have you given any thought to the dowry? Fucking fine. I mean, yes, 500 is really not that much. We can afford that. It is little enough to me, but will mean a good life for both of you. Live well indeed, my people. Ali, you're too kind. You are so generous. How can we thank you? I'm procreating. Pizza. God damn it, I'm getting fucking hungry here. Knowing there's a purpose at this point, eh? Just to make me remember good old Doom. Actually, we should play good old Doom at some point. Because you see, I'm not really capable of playing shooters any longer, because the fast movement always makes me feel sick to the stomach. But the old shooters, where you could only move your camera like, left and right, not as hastily up and down, those work pretty well. We might actually play some old Doom. We did at one point. I don't think if we finished it, though. Well, something to consider for the future. And pizza. But yes, my people, go now and procreate. It's rather important for me that you procreate, because what you're gonna do, in most noble terms, is to create more taxpayers for me. So, whoosh, get to it. If I come back the next time and not at least see, like 5, 6, 7, 8 children, I'm gonna be rather disappointed here. And build a home. Thank you, my lady. I'm grateful that you kept Lotte Danny's word. It means much to me. Don't worry about it, don't worry. There's actually not much in the way of money to me. 500 gold is literally nothing. The merchant is not happy, but what do we care about him? Who cares? Actually, we do have the priesty boy upstairs. Do we mayhaps want to engage with him as well? For some reason. Valid question, isn't it? A valid question indeed. Well, I guess we can do this the next time. I don't really have that much in our inventory at the moment. We do need to pick up more companions.
Gather your party before venturing forth.